Hello children. So today we are again here starting a new chapter. This is the last chapter of your first term syllabus. Chapter 9, Germs and Diseases. Before starting this chapter, I would like you to see this picture that I have drawn on this board. This is the coronavirus. These days we are hearing this name and in the news and in day-to-day life, in your surrounding, you must be aware of this coronavirus, and because of this coronavirus we are bound to be inside our house, and even if we go outside we need to have a number of precautions. We need to use sanitizer, we have to have a mask to be covered on our face. So have you ever thought what this coronavirus is? You can see, you may have seen a number of such type of pictures depicting coronavirus, and it is just like a monster. So many deaths have occurred and it is going on all around the world. But what is this coronavirus? This is a virus. And what is this virus? This is a germ. This is a disease causing germ. It is a microbe. It is a living thing, and it is so small, it is so tiny that we cannot see it through our naked eyes. We can see it only through a microscope. And this coronavirus is one of the germs present surrounding us. So in this chapter we shall be studying about germs and the diseases caused by these germs. So with this I begin the chapter. As you can see on page number 78, the chapter again here starts with an activity. Priya falls ill very often. Which of the following habits she should adopt to prevent these diseases? You are always asked to wash your hands. You are always asked to take a bath every day. You are always told to be neat and clean. You are always asked not to play in the mud. Why? Why are these instructions given to you? So that you can be safe from diseases. So in this activity, what things can be adopted to prevent the disease? So number 1, wash hands before every meal. So what will be the correct answer? This must be adopted to prevent disease. Before eating, after eating, we must wash our hands with soap. Take a bath every day. We must take a bath every day. We must eat food from roadside vendors. Is it correct? Should we eat food from the roadside vendors? No, we must avoid eating the food from the roadside vendors, because you may have seen those food not covered. They are kept open, and on those the flies sit, and in this way they are infected with so many germs, so many disease causing germs. So we must avoid eating the food from the roadside vendors. So this will be crossed. Wear clean clothes. Yes, this will be correct, because we must always wear clean clothes. Then play in mud and dirt. In mud and dirt a lot of germs are present. So we should not play in mud and dirt. So this will also be correct. So what habits should be adopted to prevent diseases? Wash hands before every meal. Take a bath every day and wear clean clothes. So now, since we have finished this activity, I'll start explaining you this chapter. The chapter starts with explaining you what the microbes are. There are a number of living things surrounding us. There are animals, there are birds, there are trees, there are so many things. All of you know what are the living things? The things that have life in them. So on the earth there are so many living things present on the earth. Some are big, some are small, some are big. Even we are living beings. We are living things. Some are very small, some are very big. Some are even so small that we cannot see them through our naked eyes. There are a number of living things that are present in our environment, but we cannot see them directly through our naked eyes. We can see them only through a microscope. So these very tiny, small living things are called microbes. So what are these microbes? They are the very tiny living things that are present in our environment, but we cannot see them directly through our naked eyes. We can see them only through a microscope. So these living things are called microscopes. Micro means anything that is too small to be seen through the naked eyes. It can only be seen through a microscope. So these are the microbes, and in our environment on the earth, 5 groups of microbes are present. So as you can see in your book, the 5 groups of microbes are bacteria, then we have viruses, we have protozoa, we have algae, and then we have fungi. So we have in our environment, in our surrounding, we have 5 main groups of microbes present: bacteria, viruses, protozoa, algae, and fungi. Some of the microbes are useful to us, but there are a few microbes which are harmful to us. Even inside a human body, there are a number of microbes present, and these microbes are useful to us. So, in this chapter, we are going to study about some useful microbes, whereas some harmful microbes. The microbes which are harmful to us are called germs. The harmful microbes, what are they called? They are called germs. So, in this chapter, we will be studying about a few useful microbes and in what way they are useful to us, and then about a few harmful microbes and how they harm us. So, at first we'll go through some useful microbes and in what way they are useful to us. In the next video, we'll discuss about the different ways in which the useful microbes help us.